This is Dave from Mighty Minis UK here. We hope you're doing well. We're in the back room tonight where we do our recording for our YouTube channel. Now, we've never used it properly yet. This is the first time. We've seen for the last year we do something and then we fitted out the room with the cameras and everything like that. And it's lay here for the last few months not getting used properly. So anyway, we thought we'd do something a wee bit special tonight. So I've set up a couple of cameras, not from my main camera, but for in here, and I'm just on my own tonight because I want to do this. We're going to do a unboxing tonight. So it's a new game that's just out. Some people probably know what it is. Some people have already done small videos, I believe. However, it doesn't mean we can't put our own spin on it. So tonight we're going to present a new game from Mantic. As many of you know, Mantic Games in the UK and abroad. They're really XGW sort of thing. They do their own style of games. They've got their own version of sci-fi games for 40k. It's called Firefight. They've got Kings of War, which is a fantasy. Dead Zone, which is a skirmish game, and then they've got games like Halo, Armada, which is a ship faring game sort of thing. So anyway, they've decided to get into the 10mm scale games, although to be honest with you, I don't think the models are 10mm when I have a look at them. We do a lot of Warmaster at 10mm, and these figures are bigger. Don't care what anybody says, these figures are bigger. So I'd say probably 10 to 12mm for some of them look a bit smaller, but 10mm is what everybody's going for, so we're happy with that. So tonight we're going to unbox a box of Warpath we just got in. So I'll move these daft wee things out the road here so you can see it in the small camera and see it in the big camera. Now, the reason for the smaller camera tonight is we're actually going to do something. We've done something a wee bit special to do with this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this. Now this is my box. This is actually my Christmas from my wife. She's given us this box and she's let me open it and use it before Christmas. Woohoo! Thank you, Diane. And that means I can do an opening and an unveiling of what's inside. So anyway, we're going to have a look at the box. It's a pretty heavy box. It does weigh over 2 kilos. So it's about 300. So it is pretty heavy. It's well packed by the look of it. The back of the box is really nice. There's a lot of models in there and the kit for what you're getting for your bucks. Mantic have it for £110. We'll do it for about 90 in the shop. So, and we can get these. We've got a supplier and we can get these no problem. So if you're interested, we can also get a range of other products that are with it. So yeah, you get all this in the back of it, and it says contains over 190 plastic Enforcer army models, over 250 plastic Plague army models, bases, rulebooks, tokens and templates, and of course dice. So I'm really excited about this. I'm an Epic player, and I have been since 1993, 1994. With 2nd edition, when I first started out, I've still got 4 or 5 boxes of Space Marine sitting there, a couple of boxes of Titan Legions, and it's my favourite game. And also I do Net Epic or Epic Armageddon now sort of thing. I've not stepped into the Legion Imperialis yet, but that'll be done soon. But yeah, so Mantic have released this, and I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea. And it's not just that it's a different scale. You're not getting the same models as always that you get in games. If anybody knows GW who are really, really good and good quality with their products, it's always the same armies. It doesn't matter what game system you're playing, it's always going to be Horus Heresy, rules everything, or just wee skirmish games for Epic or Legion Imperialis. It's just Horus Heresy. And then obviously you have to go back to older rules to get the other models for Space Marine and that. So anyway, so the thing with Mantic with doing this is they've released other armies. These are new armies. Obviously they're in Firefight for a 25mm scale. But these armies here, for a 10mm scale, this gives us a completely new world. And it's absolutely brilliant, and it's what's been needed in the market. I'm not saying that because we're getting sponsored by Mantic. We're not. They don't sponsor us. We are a shop where we sell their products, but that's it. They don't even know I'm doing this video. So anyway, so that's what it shows you in the box. It looks pretty good. Like I say, it is heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it down and we're going to open it. I don't even know how it opens. So I'll get my wee craft knife here. We'll just be careful with it. If you're using a knife, just be careful, folks. We didn't want anybody getting hurt, especially me. Although some people would probably tell you that would be a good thing. But who cares about that? That's another story for another time. Anyway, so we'll get this out, drop my juice. We'll get this unboxed, we'll get rid of the rubbish. Find out how this opens. Oh, it's like the typical Kings of War boxes. It is going to be full to the gunnels. And you just know it because that's what Mantic do now. A lot of people say their models aren't great. And I give most Mantic models a 7 to 8 out of 10. But it's about what you get in the box, guys. And this is the main thing that I like about them. For the prices, what you're getting quality. It's as simple as that. Now, for me, that's a pretty full box. There's a lot of models in here. I don't know what half of them are yet. I've only played the larger scale one game, so I don't know a lot about the armies and things like that. But two forces in here. It looks pretty good. This is a battle for Provox. I hope I'm saying that right. A lot of good sprues in here. Now the models, there you go. Now, there's something I didn't think about. Okay, so we'll have to have a look at this later. So you're getting plenty of sprues. There's 5 on that side, 6 on that side. You're getting all of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're getting the rule book, decent size. Good thing about it, and because I've actually got the PDF version, is it wastes no time in getting into the rules. Right? It doesn't muck around. The background is at the back of the book. You're not having to spend half a book trawling it, getting through everything before you get to the rules. It's there straight away. And so you open it, page 1, contents, what you need to play, unit profiles, line of sight, everything like that is straight away included at the start of the book. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a winner straight away for me. So yeah, it's good to have a book. Even though I like the PDF, it's good to have a book. You get the bases. Now these bases are supposed to be 25mm. There's no chance these are 25mm. We're going to give this a wee measure and see what sizes are. I'm going to open this actually. What's the point of unboxing if you can't open? Alright. Let's see. So it looks roughly 29 to 30, 3 centimetres or 29mm. And, no, not 29mm. For that one, I don't know if there's bigger ones in here. There's lots and lots of bases. Bags and bags of them. Oh, yes, there is. There's bigger ones here. What size are these? We'll have a wee looky. Those are, it says, doesn't say none on it. The ones I've got from the 3D printing say 25mm. It's just under 25, so it's 24. Any other bigger bases than that? That's the only bases you get in, but that's still quite a lot of bases you're getting here. And crumbs, there's tons of them. It's great to say that I'm 3D printing them. Anyway, so we've got the dice now. Another new thing about the system is Mantic have kept to their D8 system. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. It's the way it should be. And they've got a good rule set, or most of the rule sets are really, really good, especially Kings of War and Halo with the D8s and all that. And you get the Super 8 dice. And then what it means is if you roll an 8, you get to re-roll another dice. And if you get an 8, you get to re-roll another dice. So it's really, really good dice system. And I'm glad they've kept up with this. I've seen it online. Somebody playing a game the other day there to show this off. And I was really surprised about the D8. So yeah, So well done, Mantic, for keeping that going. I've got the dices here, so you need these dices, your black, your red, your green, and a D8 with markings on it for tokens and that, I believe, or for specials. And yep, that's the actual dice I think they use for the scatter. Ah, that's quite smart actually. So anyway, so we've got those dice, and at the bottom of the box, we've got the templates. Now, I'm going to open this. I probably shouldn't, but we're going to open it. We're doing an unveiling, a reveal, so we may as well reveal it properly. There we go. I'm not unpunching everything for, not yet. That'll be tomorrow when I get ready to play a game on Saturday. Right, so yeah, so you get plenty in this box here. Yeah, plenty of templates. These are all doubles. They're not. They're different ones. So yeah, you get two different kinds of sets here, which is pretty good. Aye, I quite like that. So yeah, the base is back in the box, guys. Now there is something else I'm going to do here, and it's something a little bit different because I don't believe anybody's done this yet. But as most of you know, we're a 3D printing business. Now we've been in the 3D printing market for 4 years now. We've only had the shop coming on 2 years, but we've been in the market for 4 years, and we do most of the small scale. We do everything from 6mm up to 25, well, although up to 15 I should say, and the only thing we do at 25 is Highland miniatures at present, and a couple of kill team different things. But apart from that, everything we do is small scale because it's my favourite and it's a good industry to target and also provide for people. But we've done something a little bit different tonight for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk, I'm going to move this out the road actually. We're going to talk about the sprues. Now, why am I talking about the sprues? Well, the reason I'm talking about the sprues is because I've got something special to show you tonight. Okay, I've just went and 3D printed. I went and bought for 20 quid. It's well worth it, I reckon, because you can just keep printing. The models out of the Battle for Provox set for $19 or something like that. So it's even less than 20 quid. But I've went and printed the models. Right, now you'll not be able to see them well just now, but I'm going to show you them next to the models here. Now I'm not going to punch these models out, but we are going to try and take a wee look at them and see what they look like. Now what, it might be better on the bigger camera actually. Right, so we can see them there for my eyes. I've not got my glasses on, and the glasses I've got are the wrong ones, but from what I can see, these models are okay. And I've heard a lot of people complaining about them, right? But to be honest with you, I'm quite happy how these look. I reckon once you've got your wee spray on, and what I like to do after I've sprayed a model is to give them a wash. And the wash, what it does is it goes into the gaps. And then that way you can see the areas where all the details need to go. Especially if you're getting older like me, my eyes are going. I need a magnifying glass and my glasses to paint things nowadays, it's that bad. But anyway, I think these models are really, really nice. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually see how they looked with, turn this over, with the 3D printed ones. Now I really do think these models, I'll come in a wee bit more, see if we can get closer without losing focus. I actually think the models are okay. Yep, how do we stop? Yep, for plastic models, I'm quite impressed with these actually. A lot of people aren't, and I've had a guy trying to sell me these boxes because he says they're rubbish, but you know what? For a small game, it's pretty good. It's not the best models. I would say again, maybe an 8 to a 10, and Warmaster models show a huge difference in the detailing, but I think Mantic are onto something here, and if we up it a bit, now, I'm going to say something here which is a bit provocative, but Mantic probably won't like me to say. I've been watching online where their sales for their STL files, and what they're asking for 125 quid is out of the market. It's just, for somebody who doesn't have a printer, who maybe wants something printed, it's just too much. 19 quid is alright because you're getting these and you'll get a wee small force and you need other models and that. But to get other models, you then either have to buy the boxes, the separate boxes, what there is, which I'm able to get, or you have to buy the bigger sets with everything in them. But some of the sets, what people are saying, don't have everything in them. So there's a few things with that still to be sorted out. But on the upside, I've got some of the models here, but I've 3D printed myself. Now, I don't know how well we can see these models here. But to be honest with you, I'll see what it looks like in the other camera. See if we can get a decent picture. Now, I think these models are actually pretty nice. Now, I'll have to try to get better photos and attach them onto the page and see what we can do. Let's see, we've got one of the bigger ones here. Try it on this camera. I'll put them on here so I can paint them. I just wanted to show you the model before they get painted so you can see what they look like. They're really, really good. And I find them a bit like some of the Avatar film models. And honestly, I think for the scale of them, now they do seem to be a bit bigger. Yeah, so if I look at some of these models on here, right, that's the same side. See if it's on these ones. See about the sizes. We'll see if we can find him. Yeah, we've got one here, I believe. Oh, he's on this one. There we go. So, yeah, the models with the 3D print, I would say, are actually spot on. They're a wee bit thinner. I've noticed that. The legs and that look a bit thinner on the 3D printed ones, but I'm talking like not even a mil. And some of these models that are on here, on the sprues, there's one there, let's try that one, see what it looks like, see if I can match him up. He's very similar to that one. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, I'd say he's very, very similar. I would say they've got it right. The 3D printed ones are the right size. I would say that. Having a look at these, we'll have a look at what's about these big brute guys. Yeah, I would say they've got it spot on with these guys. So the 3D printing ones, guys, if you're looking for them, right, we can't sell you them because there's nobody got a license for them yet. However, if you've got the files, we can then print them on your behalf. We're allowed to do that. Everybody's allowed to do that, regardless of what industry it is. If you've got files, we can print it, but then we have to destroy the files afterwards, which we do. So if you've got the files and you look to get them printed, you can come to us at Mighty Minis. Having a look at a couple of vehicles here, I've built one. I think the details, it's okay. Took me a wee while to build this thing. I've got glue on the place because it comes in 4 parts. But the thing is on the sprue, it also comes in parts. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Here's a goodie for you. So here's a nice wee one here. And I forgot the name of this one actually. I'm sure somebody will remind me. But aye, so this is looking pretty good stuff. We'll go on this camera. Have a wee look at that one. Yep. So there's one of the ships there. The detail's coming out okay on them actually. I'd actually say, but I actually let's see. Now, the 3D printed ones of these are actually smaller than these, not by much. Maybe go up 2%, or something like that, 3%. And so there is a difference with the vehicles, but the troops are fine, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, so Mantic, what can I say? You know, but people have been waiting ages and ages and ages for this, and so have I. But I want to say, well done, guys. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 for this. As far as I'm concerned, it's not just because I sell Mantic, but it's because I'm an epic player. I'm a small scale player. And you've done a good job with these minis, and I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and that's fine. Just didn't voice it in front of me. Anyway, So yeah, Mantic, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. You've done a really, really good job, especially with the issues you had with having to ship to the States first because the tariffs and everything like that, which is understandable. Warpath, guys, it's second edition, epic. And I don't care what anybody says, apart from the inches and the D8s and that, the rule set is second edition. And for me, that sells it. That sells the whole thing. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit long, but at the end of the day, Ken, you needed to know what was going on. So thanks for listening to me. If you've got any questions, don't ask me, because I'm just a guy recording this and letting you see stuff. So speak to you again soon. We'll be doing a demo game shortly, and we'll get that up in a video now. Cheers.